trying to get a Dodgers hat. Hi my sweet angels, doing a quick intro. Welcome back. A vlog for you. A lot going on in this one. I realized I never do intros for my vlogs, so I thought I should maybe start. So hopefully you enjoy. Here's a vlog for you.
Not a first right.
I'm trying to get a Dodgers hat. I'm trying to buy some merch. I just got to my hotel in San Fran. This is my first time in San Francisco. It is so beautiful here. Lovely, really. So excited, so happy. Yeah. I truly cannot escape sickness this year. I've had so many colds in the past 3 months of my life, and I've been supplementing so heavily. I've been on my game, my health game, more or less. Yeah, been busy, but I'm I take good care of myself. My other thoughts are I want to get a dog, but I don't want to move again. But they won't let pets at this apartment. And I'm so tired of moving every year. But my lease is about to be up. It goes month to month, so it's not a huge rush. But I think I need a dog. I think I want a dog, and I also think it would be really good for me. And I know a lot of you agree because you'll be just get a pet. You need to get a pet. You're too lonely, and you also need structure. And both of those things are true. been working on locking in some routines. I've like experimented with a lot of products over the years given my job. However, one, wanted to really figure out like my curl situation, my hair situation. I have like wavy, semi-curly hair, right? That is very prone to being frizzy. It's pretty thick on the drier side. Like it just like has been a really weird texture for me to figure out. Earlier this year, I've been like trying new products, trying to figure out what works. I'm very excited today because the products that I found earlier this year are by who's sponsoring this video now, which I love when that works. So a very big thank you to Ceremonia for sponsoring today's video. Okay, my hair is combed out, but it's wet, obviously. Piqui Curl Activator. Love this. This is like my second bottle through this year. I use it every day. I use this first. I add it to my hair and just scrunch until I feel like my curls have reformed. Ceremonia is a Latinx founded, female run and represented company. Then I go in with their guava leave-in conditioner. This is also super light, never feels like it weighs my hair down, which I love. A very exciting announcement, Ceremonia is now available at Sephora, so it's easier to stock up on if there are stores near you. They also fall under Sephora's Clean Plus Planet Positive, which is a guide designed for conscious shopping. They are proudly made in the US, use 100% PCR packaging, and they're carbon neutral in their operations. My other faves, they came out with this microfiber towel recently, and it is so good. If you've ever tried to do like the plopping method, this just is the perfect little contraption, and it also looks cute. So let me show you. Bring it around, fasten at the top. It's cute, huh? I'm gonna leave this on for a while. I'm just chilling at home. And then I'm just diffusing my hair here. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of Ceremonia. I'm really glad that I tried out some of their products earlier this year. They've been game-changing for me, to say the least. Look, you guys saw my hair before. Like, if I just brush through my hair, it will just be like a frizzy, kind of like weird, straight, wavy mess, and I can do that, and it's like whatever, it's fine. But I can do this, and it's so nice and curly and bouncy just from using the right products and doing the right little methods. So that feels nice. I don't always diffuse my hair, but when I do, had to throw in a little slow-mo, you know? But yes, go find their products at Sephora. It'll be linked below. Also, I use their acai style refresher. This actually was the product where I was like, oh my gosh, game changed. I never believed in these like refresher products, but this, I swear to God, makes my hair look maybe better than day one wash. So maybe my #1 product from them, have to mention. Okay, I thought I would do a little homeware haul because I've been buying, I was in a really big phase of like finding French crockware and like terracotta dishes on Etsy. These are handmade in Mexico by an Etsy seller. They were really sweet also. I'll link these because I think there were more of them. Food safe, cute bowls. These, French stoneware. So beautiful. I really want to make ceramics that are like this-esque, and I don't know why more people don't. These are so beautiful. I love them. They were expensive for shipping because they came from France, but I will take care of them with my life. I love. If you live in France, are these like widely accessible? Like if you go vintage shopping, can you just find like crockware like this? Or I want to know, because on Etsy it seems like they're kind of hard to find, but that just might be from like an American standpoint. And I just got those in, so I thought I'd share. Okay, well I put clothes on because I was like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Yesterday I went and got a COVID PCR test, and I've been quarantining anyways because I haven't felt good. So I'm like, I haven't left the house since I've gotten back. Yeah, I haven't left the house since I got back on Monday, because when I'm sick, I'm like, I'm not doing anything, especially now. I'm like, no, not worth it. Canceled all my plans this week. And I just got my test results back and I have COVID. So that sucks, but also I'm like, I was already sick and I'm already sitting here anyways, so not really the biggest deal. I'm like, I guess I'm watching movies, which I guess is fine. I love to watch movies, but damn, I'm out of breath. Popsicles, important. Okay, I'm going to make a little vegan, vegetarian, chicken noodle, gluten-free soup. This is how bored I've gotten. You know, the moment that you finally like have the strength and like will to change your bed sheets into clean ones after you're sick is like the turning point. That's when you're like, okay, I'm alive again. And I hit that today. I was like, I gotta wash these sheets. Like, I need new sheets, and I can't sleep in my sick ones anymore because I'm not feeling sick anymore, really at all. So, God bless. Going to sleep. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this here. Feeling a lot better, thank God, thankfully. I'll either go today, maybe tomorrow, get another COVID test, a PCR, to see if that comes back negative. My at-home test come back negative, but yeah, we'll see what's poppin'. But feeling a lot better overall. Yeah, the past few days, honestly, have been kind of nice. I've definitely been just like entertaining myself with random stuff. And overall, yeah, has been, I kind of needed a little rest and reset. So trying to find the positive there of spending the whole last week inside. But yeah, we'll see. I've been reading this book. It's so good. It's called The Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. I'm only like 70 pages in, and it's like a 400-page book, but it's so wonderful. I feel like has really given me already a lot of insight of just some really nice like thoughts around death and that experience. And I know that's kind of like a odd follow-up to what I was just talking about, but living and dying and just the circle of life and that experience, and it just speaks on it in like at some parts sad but just like a really beautiful way, and a lot of it just really is how I feel about how life must work and my opinions on how life works. And I feel like so far our biggest takeaway has been kind of around a whole concept of constantly acknowledging the fact that you're going to die one day and getting like really comfortable with the idea that no matter what, all of us like will have that moment of death or the hour of our death it like refers to, and like that's inevitable. And I think is really easy, like, yeah, you know that to be true, but to like fully conceptualize that is actually the way to live a more fulfilling life. And that's just a part of life and the beautiful parts of life, while also still acknowledging that it's like a very scary and like concept that is very difficult to actually grasp for us. But that's been, yeah, an interesting read. I think I'm like definitely someone who's always been very afraid of death and people dying and like people getting hurt, etc. So I think it's been a nice little spiritual evolution to like be at a point where I'm more open to like being able to think about it and understand it a little bit better. So anyhow, hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. I'll probably pick up another vlog soon as I'm in the clear to start living life again outside of my little unit here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Def check out Ceremonia at Sephora, and I will see you all so soon in the next one.